Hi, it's Donna. I am out here taking my walk. It's a beautiful day. It's actually a summer day, and so it's almost too warm to take a walk right now, but it's not that bad. I've been out here walking for a little while. So, my last vlog, I talked about how I have had a bad couple of weeks and made some mistakes. Well, those mistakes have involved me eating at nighttime. Not in the middle of the night, but after I've decided that my fast has started, then I'll eat another meal. I mean, sometimes an actual whole nother meal. Sometimes, most of the time, just a snack. But the thing about it is that then I feel terrible about myself, like seriously terrible. I shame myself, I depreciate myself, and that's the problem. Because what I need to do is remember that yes, those cravings that I have at night, they're lies. And although they do result in a very temporary boost of my endorphins, a temporary pleasure and a temporary comfort, it's very temporary. And it's replaced by this shame. It's replaced by very negative feelings that, of course, then I want to deal with in another negative way. I want to, have that temporary pleasure back again. And that's what we do when we have an addictive kind of personality. I have a food addiction, and I'm dealing with that food addiction. But the last couple of weeks, I've dealt badly with that food addiction. And so I need to remember, and this is what I'm doing, that I can control myself, that I'm not going to give in to the craving and choose a temporary pleasure, very temporary pleasure, in order to then go into a shame and guilt. It's ridiculous. It doesn't help. So I'm going to remember that I really enjoy the pride, the good feeling, the winning that comes with seeing the difference on the scale, which comes from seeing the difference in what I do, being able to go up the stairs without losing breath, being able to choose healthy. It feels great when I make the right choice. It feels terrible when I make the wrong choice. But I'm also, you can't keep giving into the guilt and the self-depreciation, and for me that leads to this horrible self-hate, so I'm going to choose, when I have those cravings at night, to ruin my intermittent fasting time, that I don't have to do it, that I'd rather enjoy the results of the hard work than the temporary pleasure of, the cheese that I'm eating, or the whatever. It's not like I'm choosing horrible foods, although I think once I did make a second meal. But so I'm enjoying the results of my hard work. And these last couple of weeks I've stalled out. I've made poor choices, but I'm not giving up and I'm not giving in. I'm just changing the mindset. I'm remembering the long-term feelings from making good decisions and seeing good results. And I'm reminding myself that the temporary feelings of comfort, of enjoying that food that I'm eating at night after I've begun my fast, which obviously breaks my fast, is just extraordinarily temporary. And I'm remembering and reminding myself that a mistake is just a mistake. It doesn't mean the end of a journey. It's something that we learn from, something that we build on, something that we move past. And so that's what I'm doing. So anyway, I want to remind you, you can do hard things. If I can do this, I promise you, you can do this. And just, be blessed, move on, move forward. If you're stuck, as I've been, if you're, whatever, think about things in a little bit longer term. I'm not telling you to think of your mistakes as forever, because they're not. They're one mistake, We didn't get here by being perfect, and we're not gonna be perfect in anything we do. So just move forward. I'd love to hear your experiences with times when you've been stuck, times when you've made a mistake, maybe how you've overcome your bad mindsets to replace them with good mindsets, which is what I'm trying to do. I want to replace that bad mindset of thinking that I need to give in to the cravings the way I used to do, and replacing it with the mindset of how great it feels to do the right thing. And it really does. So just enjoy yourself, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please know that you can do this, and I know that I can do this, and I look forward to seeing your progress as well as mine. Thanks.